Today I want to take a moment to make a video to say something I almost never get to say. And that is that Eric Holder is actually doing something I agree with. Now, in this administration, they usually have this backwards-ass idea that the way you deal with crime is to take guns and other things away from law-abiding people and thereby making them easier victims. And they somehow think that's going to solve crime, that's going to lower violence. It never does. But today they're actually doing something that I think has a great chance of actually reducing violent crime in this country. For once, they're not doing this back-asswards. Instead of just dealing with a symptom or doing a feel-good measure, they're actually dealing with the root of the problem. And one of the big roots of the problem in this country is this ridiculous war on drugs. Today, Eric Holder made it to where, from now on, they're going to stop prosecuting non-violent drug offenses as these huge felonies with these mandatory sentencing requirements. As it is now, because of these ridiculous war on drug laws enacted in the 1980s, our prisons are operating at 40% over capacity. That's 40% more than they can handle. And more than half of these people are nonviolent drug charges. This is costing, just these nonviolent drug offenders are costing taxpayers $80 billion a year. To me, that sounds like a huge waste of money for a nonviolent offender. So what they're doing, like I said, instead of sending these non-violent offenders to prison, making them into harder criminals, they're reducing their charges. They're not charging them with these higher felony crimes, and they're not placing mandatory prison sentences upon them. And this is really unusual for an administration to do because they usually cater very heavily to the corporate prison system. You got to remember, our prison system is a for-profit corporate system. So they love having this huge chunk of their population be these non-violent offenders. They don't take as much work, they mean more profit. So this is actually the administration doing something that will curb violence, because this ridiculous war on drugs, that's what's causing a lot of the violence in our country. It provides a lot of the opportunities for violent, unscrupulous criminals to become wealthy off the profits of the drug system. So this reducing sentencing and stopping pressing all these charges against people, to me, that's the first step of getting rid of this ridiculous war on drugs. We don't need this morality war anymore. If someone wants to put something in their own body, to me, that's their business, as long as they're not harming themselves or harming a child or anything like that. So, for once, I'm going to say kudos, Eric Holder. You're doing the right thing. This is a good first step. Now, let's go a little further and completely get rid of this ridiculous war on drugs. You ain't even my real dad. System. You got to remember, we have a corporate prison system. God fucking damn! Kill that fucking fly. Inmates are these non-violent offenders that don't require a lot of work. Motherfucker. Show yourself, you little motherfucker. Come on, you want to buzz by? Yeah, take that, you old bastard. There you are. Now bother me.